how we can add an exchange rate or where we can find the exchange rate in our system. So the first step is to go to the manager page, and then we select the master data configuration, and then we select the system, and we go to the cross company code configuration, and under accounting standard we can see the exchange rate. We can select that. We can see all the exchange rate that we have in the system. And to add an exchange rate, we can click on the hamburger menu and click on add. And we get this exchange rate pop up. We can enter M for spot rate or X for month end rate. We can specify the currency to be converted. Like, for example, we are converting USD to Canadian dollar. And we can specify the period, period from which the rate will be valid from, and then enter the exchange rate detail and submit. Let's see that in the system. So here we have the manager page. I can go to master data configuration, and here I can go to system configuration and select the system. So mine is standalone. And then I can go to cross company code configuration. And under accounting standard, we have the exchange rate, and we have all the data, all the exchange rate that we have in the system. And to add or delete, we can select exchange rate and click on delete to delete it. And to add, we can just add and punch in the details and submit them. Munib, does this answer your question? Or do you have any other question?
No, I think so. You answered the question. I think so. Our is linked to SAP.
Oh, okay.
FX rate. I just checked. Yeah. So I think so that is coming directly from the SAP.
Yeah, it will be synced from
Okay.
SAP. Yeah.
Another quick question that is, sorry, go ahead. You said something. I just cut you in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to ask if there's any report that shows that the daily exchange rates.
The report? I quite did not get your question.
So this is Alexandra Espinosa, and I wonder if Island has a report that shows the daily exchange rates.
Hi, Alexandra. This is Catalina Fulger. We do not have a report showing the available exchange rate. So, however, you can download the table from the master data, and in case there is a synchronization with SAP, you can also get the report directly from SAP. In Nakisa, we use the rate in transactions, and then we can see that in reports. But in case there are no transaction associated, there is no other report in the front end that will show all the exchange rates.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Any other question? If we don't have any other question, maybe we can stop over here.
I have a quick question. Just
Yeah.
thinking regarding one of the other charges that's normally those are the spot rates, right?
Yeah, based on
Um,
the posting transaction
okay,
posting date. Yeah.
okay. And I'm not sure if the indexing is impact how the indexing work, like on the FX side. So let's say if we're doing indexing on yearly basis, how, does there is any impact on the FX side of it or no? Like it
The
will increase or decrease the payment, right?
Well, yes, the indexing will increase or decrease the payment, and
Mm.
well, it will be an increase in scope, so similar to what we have for addition.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also the other way around, because it can be a decrease in the payment. So then we have a negative adjustment for
Yeah.
both the asset and the liability. For the asset, we have the specific rule where we either use the historical or the weighted average, and then the liability will always be the spot rate.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
And of course, we're talking about IFRS 16 here. Under ACH 42, there would be no impact whatsoever because the asset liability remain the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I joined rather late. I see there are some questions related to migration, and just for everybody's clarification, we're talking about migration from ECC to S/4HANA.
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, that was the case.
Yeah, so in the case of the migration, we are taking the balances for contract currency and for company currency directly from the schedule. So the weighted average rate is conserved, but not for the group, in fact. So this is something that you will need to adjust directly in SAP.